morning, church. I'd like to give honor to God, and I want to give honor to Prophet Andre Thomas and Prophetess Nina Thomas, our spiritual parents. So this morning, my testimony is about listening to the voice of God and being obedient to the Holy Spirit. So last week, Tuesday, I was at school and I was feeling very overwhelmed and I wanted to go home. I had one more class, but I was contemplating whether I was going to go or not, but I ended up going reluctantly and ended up partnering with a girl, and she was just telling me, explaining to me that she had a pain in her left shoulder. So I felt led to pray. At first, I was a bit nervous, and I wasn't sure if it was just me that wanted to pray or I was actually feeling led. But I ended up praying for her despite that, and she told me that she was feeling way better afterwards and everything. And then the next day, my grandmother also had a pain in her left shoulder the same way, and I prayed for her as well. And the next day, she told me that she was feeling well too. So I just wanted to say that, at first, it was like I didn't want to go to the class, but because I went, she was able to get that healing. It was like the enemy was trying to stop me from going in order for God to use me to be a vessel to intercede on her behalf. So I have a second testimony as well. So I am the president of Money to Goal on the UB campus, and recently we have been struggling a little bit to actually get the club established on the campus. So last week we would have had prayer quake of possessing our land. I prayed hard, and I told myself, I possessing this land on campus. I don't care what happening. So we were having a lot of setbacks and back and forth. And then the next day, I received news that we were finally established on campus. And I was like, yes, thank God. So I want to encourage you to pray, to be persistent, very persistent in prayer, to fight, even though things may look like it's not going to work out. Just keep pressing, keep going, and be obedient, because you never know whose life God may want to use you to save. Only God knows what would happen to that girl if I didn't go to the class and prayed for her. She could have been in a worse situation right now. So you never know. So you must be obedient always. Thank you.
Good morning, church. Good morning, good morning. I want to give honor to God, because without him I would not be here. And these are my heartstrings. I want to give honor to Dr. Thomas, my spiritual father, our prophetess Nina. These are tears of joy, victory. So they're not. So this week, I got so much revelation with regards to each teaching that would have transpired in this house for this week. So much from Sunday, from Tuesday with Wake Up with Dr. Nina, where she speaks about do not give up easily, from prayer quake right down to breaking barriers. And I want to testify today that to keep fighting, that's my testimony, to keep fighting always. I would have come to breaking barriers, prayer quake, possessing your lands, and things broke in my life. I would have come to breaking barriers, and I saw mass that I had almost all my life just drop off of me. And I want to encourage you guys today that no matter what the enemy says about you, no matter what he has on your life, keep fighting. Whatever words that come from the man and woman of God is for you to meet God halfway. Fight for what is yours. Fight for what is right. Fight for your right. Fight for your inheritance. I encourage you and implore you, as my minister would say, I implore you to always fight. Continue to fight. Keep on fighting. And that's what I have for the church today. Thank you so much.